I know it's worth more than this. If you can accept this offer, I will transfer you a deposit right now.
Okay.
But that amount is... I just bought a Range Rover. Have you seen how cheap Range Rovers are at the moment? I would say the bottom of the market at the moment for a L405 Range Rover is as little as £10,000. And I'm going to show you some examples on the classifieds. And you know what? I'm going to buy one for my wife. But why are they so cheap? Well, I'm also going to be seeing if I can get a reasonable insurance quote. I'm then going to call up and make a cheeky offer on one and see if I can buy one in this video. So welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a fun one. As subscribers know, my wife has had this third generation X5 for coming up for 5 years now. And it's been a fantastic, reliable family car. You know, having something big and modern like this with 4 young children, it's enabled me to have some rather exciting dad cars alongside this, because this does most of the heavy lifting for our family duties. But with every exciting car that I drive on the channel, when I then get back in this car at weekends and drive it, it's more and more dull to me. And it's the only car that my children actually have memories of mum having. So, you know, I want to change that. I want to make some more memories in some different exciting cars as well. I have tried to convince my wife to get an exciting estate, something like a C7 Audi S6, but she has said to me, no, look, I enjoy having an SUV. So she wants a SUV that is no older than this, is as reliable as this, and is no bigger than this. So I started looking at Alfa Romeo Stelvios. You can get a diesel one of those for around 15 grand. And then started looking at Jaguar F-Paces because I love an Ian Callum design car. I think that they're stunning in terms of SUVs. But Alfa Romeos and Jags don't exactly have the best reputation for reliability, do they? So then I thought, if I'm looking at JLR products already, what about a Range Rover? And it was then that I noticed the shockingly low prices of these L405 Range Rovers. And yes, although these Range Rovers are an SUV, they are the same age as a third generation X5, they don't have as good reliability reputation as these, and they are actually bigger. But 2 out of 4 isn't bad, is it? So before we move on to see if I can even get a decent insurance quote on one of these, let's have a look at the classifieds and let me show you just how cheap they are. So the cheapest L405 on Auto Trader at the moment is this one for £5,900, but it's got, obviously a recently blown up engine. But I mean, that's pretty bad if someone's got the ability to fix that. Obviously you've got loads of L322s here. Look, I'm not considering L322s, even though they've got bags more character and they're the Land Rover enthusiast pick. Look, it's not a car for me, it's a car for my wife, and she will appreciate having the more modern one. Look, there's another one here for 6,889. And the engine's got misfire issues, so that engine will probably blow up soon as well. But what's the cheapest one that's not blown up? So look, you've got a category N here for under £10,000. So if that wasn't a deal breaker for you, you can get a working 4.4 V8 for less than £10,000. But what's the cheapest clean one? Okay, look, £11,295. Look, it's a 4.4 V8 autobiography. Mileage, 146,000. That's probably a bit too high for me. Panoramic sunroof, cream leather interior. Right, let's have a look at a couple more. There's another one here for £11,900. That's the 3-litre V6, 133,000 on the clock. But look, you've got another one here, £12,000, one owner, 90,000 miles on the clock. £12,000. God, these are so cheap at the moment, aren't they? God, that's incredible. And look, it goes on and on and on. Look, there's loads of these Range Rovers up for low teens. And I reckon if you went and saw a handful of these and offered £10,000 to enough of them, somebody would say yes. So yeah, I do think it's possible to get one of these without a blown up engine and that's not been crashed in the past for £10,000. I think it's possible in this current market. Crazy. And before we look into why they're so cheap, I just quickly want to talk to you about something that me and my wife have been doing. So our youngest child, our 4th child, is now out of nappies. She's 2. And we've been trying to, no, don't worry. We're not going for a 5th. Oh God, no way. No. We've been trying to look after ourselves a bit more in terms of energy levels, nutrition and hydration. And we've really been enjoying this video's sponsor, Holy. On filming days, I got myself into a horrible habit of buying those drinks you get at petrol stations that are just packed with sugar and cost loads of money. Holy Energy iced tea and hydration are absolutely delicious, and it doesn't have any sugar, taurine or anything artificial. Instead, it's packed full of vitamins and uses 100% natural flavors and colors. All you need to do is pour 1 scoop or one of the handy travel packs into the shaker, give it a good shake, and then enjoy a low-calorie treat, which is actually good for you. And I would recommend that you try one of the starter sets, which comes with a shaker, a selection of the most popular flavors. That's what me and my wife did, and it's been really fun for us trying all the different flavors. And if you use promo code DADCARS5, you'll save £5 off your first Holy order. Then use promo code DADCARS and you'll save 10% off every order going forward. Holy has over 11,000 reviews on Trustpilot and a fantastic score. So why don't you give it a try? Click the link in the description below, and when you try it, let me know what your favorite flavor is. Send me a DM on Instagram or something like that. Right, so why are these Range Rovers so cheap? Well, I think a big part of it is the reputation for being unreliable and having sky-high ruinous maintenance costs. And I'll be honest, me personally, I've never lusted over a Range Rover whatsoever. So I've never really looked into them and just how expensive and unreliable they are. So if you're watching this and you've had one in the past or you've got one at the moment, please head to the comment section and let us know, because I think it'd be interesting for people actually hearing from owners. Don't just pipe off in the comments saying, oh, that's gonna be rubbish, if you haven't owned one. And so I'm actually interested in doing a real world family ownership series with a Range Rover, because you know, if it's better than everybody says, then that would be interesting to watch. But equally, if it does all go horribly wrong and it's constantly breaking down, well, I'll just make a load of videos saying how Range Rovers are terrible. The other thing as well, the new Range Rovers out now, and I think people who buy and have new Range Rovers, you know, they want to have the latest one. So there's probably been a massive flooding of the L405s to the market as owners trade those in, part X them with Land Rover and get themselves a brand new one, which then pushes everything else down. But the huge one that you're no doubt screaming at me at the moment is that 1 or 2 Range Rovers in recent years have been stolen, haven't they? Yes, it's been quite the controversy for JLR, hasn't it? The susceptibility of Range Rovers to be stolen quite easily, it seems. And the knock-on effect of that is there's been lots of Range Rover owners who've been saying that their insurance premiums have gone to crazy amounts. And some people saying in certain postcodes, I think even in London and other areas of the country, like you literally can't insure a Range Rover. So let's see, shall we? How much would it cost for us to insure one of these Range Rovers? I was supposed to pick up one of my daughters from gymnastics, but this filming's run over. So my wife's doing it for me. She's happened to take the Aventime. She hates driving that Aventime. Right, let's just give her a bit more space. There we go. The Aventime does not suit her at all. An interesting comparison, this X5, which is, you know, very equivalent car, same sort of age, same sort of power. This cost my wife last time 300 quid, I think, to insure. It's about £300, maybe a little bit less. So let's see what we got here. Right, okay, it's quite a lot more than £300 to insure one of these Range Rovers. So look, the first one that comes up there is £1,025, but that includes, yeah, look, black box. Oh God, no way would I ever have a black box in a car. So look, the cheapest one here that you can really sort of consider, it's over £1,200, so 4 times as much. And that's for the essential, the most budget one that comes up on a price comparison site. 4 times as much to insure one of these Range Rovers, like for like, similar value to this X5. That's pretty mad, isn't it? And what would it be with Admiral? Because I always remember I insured my V12 Aston Martin DB9 with Admiral and it cost me less than £400. Oh yeah, look, so Admiral is basically 1,800 quid. So it costs 4.5 times more to insure a Range Rover than an Aston Martin DB9, even though the Range Rover is like half the value as well of the much more powerful Aston Martin DB9. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Right, but here's another reason why I think it's perfect time for me to buy one of these Range Rovers. What you're watching right now, Dadcars, this is my full-time job. And one of the things that you need to have if you are serious about doing an automotive channel full-time, which involves you every week driving multiple different cars, other people's cars, is you need a proper motor journalist, fully comprehensive trade policy, which I have, and it costs a lot of money. But one of the positives of having one of these policies is that I can put my wife on it, and then any car that we own, we can just add to our fleet insurance. So effectively, I've already paid for an all-you-can-eat insurance, so why not fill my plate up with a Range Rover and get my money's worth? Are you okay, sweetie? What are you doing? Do you want to come and sit in?
Yeah.
Yeah, come and sit with me if you want. Right. The other awkward thing when you're changing your primary family car though is that you can't sell this privately to get the best price and then wait around for weeks for the right car to come up and then go and buy that. You know, you're going to need a car. My wife's going to need a car for like those few weeks in between, and she's not going to want to drive the Aventime for sort of 2, 3, 4 weeks. So actually the other advantage is that I've recently sold my Maserati Grand Sport. I've got some money in the bank ready to buy my next dad car, but I could use that money to buy a Range Rover, and then when we've got the Range Rover I can get this all ready for sale, clean it all up, make it immaculate, and then wait and get the best price for this. So yeah, I reckon now is the time to buy one of these Range Rovers. And funnily enough, I recently put a story on Instagram saying that I'm thinking about buying one of these, and I had so many people message me, by the way, saying it's either a good idea or it's the worst idea ever. But someone reached out saying that they've got a Range Rover that I might be interested in. So let's call him now live on camera on this video and see if I can make a cheeky offer. And if he accepts, I think I'll just buy it. I think I'll buy a Range Rover here and now. Right, let's have a look. Let's get his number. This is so crazy. This is mad. Right. Just do it. Do it. Oh.
Good afternoon, Gunnings of Restormal.
Hi there. Is that Charles?
Yes.
Hi. Hi. It's Ben from Dadcars channel.
You alright there? How's it going, mate?
You're right. We've been messaging on Instagram a little bit, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So you saw that I'm thinking about buying one, a Range Rover at the moment. Basically, I just think that they're incredible value at the moment, and I don't have the issue of having to pay high insurance.
Yeah.
And we want to replace my wife's car anyway. You said you've got one coming in as Part X at the moment. That
Yeah. So we just sold a 2021, and we've got I think it's a 13 plate coming in part exchange.
it's in the colour spec. It's the trim level. It's everything. The mileage is it's all looking really good. It's the sort of car I want. I don't think I'm brave enough to try and get one at the bottom of the market because it's going to be for my wife. So the problem is I'm on a very tight budget. And I mean, you've seen the channel, right? You know, like you watch the channel. Which
I do enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that's cool. I appreciate that. So you know what I'm trying to do here, right? Like I'm trying to make like some nice real world content. I've bet the whole house on this flipping channel. But anyway, look.
Yeah.
I know it's worth more than this. But I thought and I'm terrible at negotiating, Charles, right? I am terrible. So I hate it. I hate the whole, going low, trying to meet in the middle, stuff like this. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to lay all my chips on the table. I can't pay a penny more than this. I know it's worth more than this. But if you can accept this offer, I will transfer you a deposit right now, and then that's it. I will buy this car.
Okay.
But that amount is £15,000. I can't pay a penny more than that. Would you be able to do it for me for £15,000 and a massive cuddle, and I'll come and collect it? And I'll transfer the deposit right now.
I've just put myself up off the floor a minute.
I should have said it, you sitting down. I should have said you sitting down. I know, Charles, I know that if you fully prepped it, you did everything, and you listed it, I know you could get more for it than that. But it would mean the world to me. I'll make a really interesting series on it. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, would you accept that? And I'll transfer you a deposit right now.
As a trade sale, obviously not as a retail sale, I can do that for you. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing! Okay, amazing. Thank you, Charles. That's incredible. I just bought a Range Rover.
Yes, that is a very good deal for you, to be fair. But it's
But that's a trade deal, right? So what's that mean? So it means that. Does that mean that you give me a 5-year warranty with it?
Yeah, definitely not. No.
No. Okay.
No, so yeah, it basically means that there's no warranty with the vehicle, but I'll make sure it's not a dud. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. Look, what I'll do is I'll transfer that deposit to you, and then we'll just set up a date, and then what I'll do is I'll do like a road trip video. I think my friend Joe, with the Gran Turismo, I think he said he's up for coming picking one up with me. So we'll make we'll make a collection video, and then we'll reveal to everybody this lovely Range Rover that I've just bought.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
That's great. All right, look, I'm going to finish because I'm filming a video at the moment. So I'm going
Okay,
to...
all right.
You don't mind me putting this in the video, right?
No, it's fine.
Okay,
It's
all right,
absolutely
sweet,
fine.
sweet. I'm going to finish this video and then I'll call you back and then we'll get the deposit sent over today.
All right, no worries. Cheers, Ben.
Cheers, Charles. All right, thank you.
Cheers, bye.
Oh God, honestly, that is mad. I swear to you, I did not know. I didn't tell him that's what I was going to offer him beforehand. I didn't know if that was going to happen or not. I just thought, well, why not? Let's do it. So God, that's mad. Actually, I just bought a Range Rover. But so if you want to see what Range Rover I've just bought, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, comment below, share this video, because I'm hoping that this Range Rover series, you know, is a lot of fun for people to watch. And in the meantime, why don't you check out one of my other videos? Oh God, I can't believe I just did that. God, I probably should have spoke to my wife first.